Hello! Okay, so right now I am sitting on the Walt Disney Studio Lot in Burbank, and yeah, so far on this college program I've gone to 2 events. The first one was Hyperspace Mountain, and basically after the park closed, a bunch of CPs met backstage, and we didn't just randomly meet, it was organized, but we met up backstage and we got to go in and go on Hyperspace Mountain. And essentially it's Space Mountain, but right now they've added different like the music is Star Wars music, and there's like fighter ships and different things throughout the attraction, and you're sort of in this like fight while you're on the ride, which is really cool. It has a really awesome background story that's like Star Wars themed. And so yeah, so right now Space Mountain in Disneyland is Hyperspace Mountain, and so for the event we got to go on the attraction one time around the regular like Hyperspace Mountain way with no line, and then we got to do it again with the lights on. It was cool. It's a lot different here than it was at Walt Disney World, because I'm pretty sure that Walt Disney World has 2 tracks in that same amount of space, and then here there's only 1 track, and it's like a brand new steel coaster on the inside. Like, it looks really nice, and like, yeah, so that was really, really awesome to do that here. So that was my first event. And then my second event happened today, and that was the Walt Disney Studio Tour, and basically dreams coming true all the time. So we got to tour the studios. I'm trying to think of like cool fun facts and things to say that I learned. One thing that was really cool, in one of the sound stages, they have like a removable top, and underneath is like water. So they filmed like parts of Pirates of the Caribbean and like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, like underwater inside the soundstage, which is really cool. And I've been to Warner Brothers before, and they have like a little outside like water area, but I thought that was really awesome that they had that here. Inside the commissary, which they just redid, and it's called like Buena Vista Street Cafe or something, they filmed like the cafeteria scenes for Sunny with a Chance, which is on Disney Channel, so that's pretty fun. And we got to see where they like voice recorded for Peter Pan and all the different classic animations, which is really cool. We walked through this hallway in the animation building. We went in the original animation building. We walked down this hallway with all of these different like photographs and like sketches and different things, which were really cool. And then one of the like highlights of the tour was obviously like seeing outside of the Team Disney Anaheim building with the 7 dwarf statues and stuff. That was really cool, and there were handprints, and I got to put my handprint in Robin Williams' handprints because he's a Disney legend. And that was really kind of bittersweet. And Roy Disney's handprint was there too, so that was really awesome to see like all the handprints there down the alleyway, which I never knew they had. Like, I've seen the triangle with like the Snow White dwarfs, but I've never like realized, I guess, that all those handprints were on the side. So that was really fun. And then we got to go in the archives. So like the archives obviously is like a big, you know, like historic things, and America's culture used to not like collect or keep anything. So for all the original movies, like as soon as a film was done, they would just like throw away everything and just like get rid of stuff and like recycle it or like, you know, refurbish it if they could. So it wasn't until like more recently, like maybe, I don't know, in like the 70s or something, when they actually started the archives and started like keeping track of all the history of the company. So this guy, the tour guide was telling us the story that this guy they hired, they just like gave him keys to everywhere because there was like random junk like stored all around in different closets and stuff, and he sort of pulled it all together and put it in the archive building. And then he had to go on like eBay and stuff and find like old merchandise because they never kept any of it. And so I thought that was like a really cool story that like he got to have that job and he got to do that. And then he became really good friends with like the head custodian for the property, because obviously like custodians know where all the random closets are and where all that random junk is stored. And he went in his office one day and found this snow globe, and he picked it up and he was like, oh, you know, like this is a really cool snow globe. Where did you get it? And he was like, oh, I don't know. Somebody threw it away one day and I thought it looked cool, so I picked it up. And it's the snow globe that Mary Poppins sings Tuppence into, or that the lady sings Tuppence into. And so it's just like so crazy to me. It was just like sitting in a garbage can, and he like picked it up, thought it was cool, and now it's part of the archives. there's a huge like archives, and then there's like a little sort of library, and the stuff is rotated in between, in and out, so you're able to go in and look and see different things. And that's where like Walt's office is set up in there, so that's really cool. We got to see that, and we got to look at the archives, and there are books that we're not allowed to take pictures of, but there are books, like photo albums of Walt in Disneyland, of like all these pictures that I've never seen before, and there's just like shelves and shelves and shelves of photo albums, and I was just sitting there flipping through them. And then the highlight, like our special thing that we got to do because we were CPs, was that they brought out an Oscar, and it was for one of the nature films. I don't know exactly which one, but it was a Disney Oscar, and we each got to hold it and take a picture. And this studio tour was so fun, and I went to the shop, and I don't know if you can see, I got this Zootopia like reusable bag, and I got a bunch of stuff too from the studio store. And yeah, overall it was a great day, and I'm trying to think of other cool things, but so far the CP experiences here trump all. Like in Walt Disney World we had one, like we were able to go on Everest and like walk through Everest if we wanted to. And here, like I've been here a month, and I've already done Hyperspace Mountain with the lights on and the studio tour, and I have 7 more months of special events to go to, and I am so excited. Next month, March, like 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, is Walk Through Haunted Mansion, so stay tuned for my review of that. Yay! Thanks for watching another episode of Disney Joys, and have a great day!